Data bars are one of the methods of conditionally formatting and comparing a range of data. So if you want to conditionally format this range of data here, you would always remember to highlight the range that you want to conditionally format, and then if you come up to conditional formatting, you'll see that one of the Microsoft presets is data bars. You'll see that there's 6 gradient fields and 6 solid fields, and if you hover over them you can actually see the result on your spreadsheet. So it's just a matter of picking the gradient or the solid and the color of your choice. So let's pick blue here, and it's a gradient fill, so I click that and straight away we've got our data bars. Now what this does by default, it takes this largest figure down here as, let's say, 100%, and then compares everything with that largest figure. That's not always appropriate. If I put a larger figure in, let's put something like 1000, everything starts to move down and it's much more difficult to make a comparison. So what you need to do in a case like that, let's highlight the range again and come back to conditional formatting, go down to manage rules and then edit rule, and here we can actually put a maximum. So change this maximum from automatic to number, and then we could say that we want to compare this with, let's say, 500 as a maximum. While we're on this, you've got a minimum that you can put here as well. You've got what the bar will appear like, so you've got the different fills, gradient and solid, and you've got a bigger range of colors than the Microsoft preset. You've got your theme colors plus your standard colors, and you can decide if you want a border. So at the moment we've got a solid border and the color of the border is blue. Down the bottom you see a preview. So let's click OK and apply. Now you can see that all of these are compared with 500 as the maximum, so it's much easier to see the progress that's being made. But sometimes you don't really want these to cover the actual numbers. So what you can do is put these in a range next to your numbers, and the best way to do this is, let's copy the numbers across, so equals, and let's click in that cell and then copy those numbers down. Now while that's highlighted, we're going to go to conditional format and data bars, and again we'll pick the blue gradient. So that puts the data bars in. Of course at the moment these are being compared with 1000, in this case the largest number. So let's go and manage this particular rule and edit the rule, and let's have our maximum as a number, and let's put 500 in there. Now the only thing we want to do is remove these numbers. So if you click this box here that says show bar only, and now click OK and OK, now we've got the progress bars without the numbers. So all we need to do is remove this set of conditional formatting. So let's go to conditional formatting, manage rules, and there's our rule, and let's just delete that rule and click OK, and now we've got the progress sitting next to our numbers. At the same time, it's nice to see what happens sometimes with negative numbers. So if I make, let's say, this number here a negative number, minus, let's put 100, you see that it moves this line over and it shows you a red negative. So let's show you where that can be edited. We highlight again, go to conditional formatting and manage rules, and again edit rule, and if you come down here to negative values and access, so here this is how you want the fill color. If you want to apply the same color as the bar, then we click this one, but if you want a different color rather than red, let's have a should we have a yellow here, then this is the border. So at the moment the border colour is red, so we can apply the same as the positive, or we can apply a different colour. So let's have a green colour there, and then click OK, and OK, and OK again. And now you can see that our negatives are yellow. Now we can make this a bit more dynamic if we want to. If we want to set our minimum level and be dynamic, we can put a cell with our minimum level over here. So let's again highlight the region, conditional formatting, come down to manage rules and edit rule, and rather than putting 500 here, let's delete that out. Click the little arrow that collapses the dialog box and click in the cell that you want to reference. Click your arrow again and click OK and OK. So these lines are now being compared with 300, but if I change the 300, let's say to 500, press enter, you can see that it changes dynamically. So it's a great way of being able to change things without keep going back to conditional formatting. So there you have it, your data bars in conditional formatting.